So how to change a tube or a flat tyre. So basically I'm just letting out any leftover air in the tube just to make it easy to get out. And then now I'm using tyre levers to actually get the actual tyre away from the wheel. So always use plastic ones, metal ones can fuck up your actual wheel. So yeah, just poke it in 2 or 3 times and then just basically pull it around like that. Get the actual tyre off. And now I'm just getting the inner tube actually out of the wheel. So just basically get your fingers in, pull it out. And that's one of the reasons why you're letting the rest of the air out, just to make it easy to pull out. So yes, just pulling that out. Just yank that out. So new tube there. I always repair my tubes, but that one I'd broken the end of the press valve on it and I was doing my hair. But yeah, I'd snapped the end of the press valve off, so there's no way that I can use that again. So yeah, just showing you now. Also, make sure when you're buying new tubes that the actual valve is going to be long enough, because they come in different lengths, and you want it to make sure that it actually fits through your actual wheel and that it's long enough to poke through the hole. Because I've done it before, like there. You want to make sure that that's long enough. Because I've done it before where I've bought the wrong length and it won't fit. It just kind of literally just pokes out, then you can't actually get enough like grip on it to actually pump it up. So yeah, you just undo that. There's a little screw on the end of the valve, so which you undo, and that's how you get air into it. And that's how you lock air into it. So once that's tightened up, you can't get air out of it. Well, it's harder to get air out of it. Just putting a few strokes of air into the tube just because it makes it easier to get in around the wheel. So yeah, just showing that it's like more round. You don't want it too full. You just kind of want just a few pumps of air into it, and then you just poke it back through the hole. I'm just tightening that up just to make sure the air don't come out. And that's the bit that I snapped off. So yeah, just poke that through, and then you just want to poke the um, tube just all the way around into. I'm showing you now how to do it. So just poke it in under the wheel, under the tube. I mean, what am I even saying? Under the tyre. So yeah, it's all the way in and onto the wheel. And then you want to start poking the actual tyre. But what you want, rather than going all the way around, do it from side to side. So you want to start off at one side and then just like lower your hands like around it. Rather than like, how would I describe it? So like when you're driving, I guess, when you've got your hands on each side, like go down rather than trying to do. That's a really bad way of describing it. So basically, you don't want to just do a little bit and keep going around bit by bit. You want to do it, start at a set point, and then move your hands around each side of the wheel onto the tube. I mean, onto the tyre as you're doing it. And then for the last part, unless you've got really strong hands, which I don't, then you need to just use a couple of tyre levers just to actually poke the tyre back onto the rim, because it can be pretty tight to do it. So yeah, just for the last little bit, just use a tyre lever. Just be really careful. Just poke that on. That is pretty much how you get a new tube onto your wheel. And then you just want to make sure that you've not pinched any of the tube. So I'm just checking that it's not kind of pinched at any point, because it'll just burst the tube. So just checking that it's not pinched on either side. And it is like difficult when you first do it. Like it took me ages when the first few that I did, and then you just get used to doing it. So yeah, don't like so many people pay to get it. So I'm just basically just pumping it up now. But yeah, people pay like, I don't know how much it is, like maybe a fiver, tenner, I don't know, just to get a tube replaced, and it's so easy to do it. It takes like just a couple of times to learn. So yeah, I'm just pumping it up a bit there. But the hand pumps, they're not ideal, and that's what snapped it before, I think. So I'm just done it a bit of an angle and it's just bent it and it's eventually just snapped off. So yeah, I'm just tightening that up now. Putting that little metal thing back on just to hold it in place. And then finally the dust cap. That's pretty much it. And just taking my wheel out for a walk. Now I was going to say that if you can't pump it up fully with one of the little pumps, they are quite hard to get it up to, like, especially like 90, 100 psi. So basically, if you're in a city centre or in a town where there's a bike shop, then just literally just take your wheel and pump it up. They'll have like a floor stand, which is way easier.